Our next bout of the evening, scheduled for one fall. Your referee is Kevin Kennedy. Introducing first, making his way to the ring area, and accompanied by his manager, Sadie Blaze, from Miami, Florida, weighing 221 pounds, Bryan Monterro.
There you see him, the impressive newcomer to the ranks of GCW, Bryan Monterro, accompanied by Sadie Blaze. We heard from him earlier, unfortunately. It'll be an interesting matchup here as Bryan Monterro's going one-on-one with a former light heavyweight and tag team champion in the form of Sean Vincent. As always, Sadie making friends and influencing people at ringside.
His opponent from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing 175 pounds, Slim Sexy, Sean Vincent.
And there you see the opposition, very popular individual, Sean Vincent. We saw his tag team partner, Rebecca Reyes, in action a little earlier tonight. Sean Vincent likewise looking to pick up that W to build some momentum toward a potential tag team title rematch with Stephen Kennedy and Casey Carrington. But he'll have a tough task ahead of him here tonight with Bryan Monterro. Who would you give the edge to in this matchup, Travis Cook?
Singles bout here, Sean Vincent is Bryan Monterro. I know you're looking for a pick on this one. This is a very tough one to forecast because, as we've said many times, Sadie Blaze refuses to give us any information on the athletic background of Bryan Monterro. While he's new to Gateway Championship Wrestling, I have to wonder if he has any experience elsewhere in the country because he's looked very impressive. Sean Vincent, we know exactly what he can do. While he's a fan favorite at this point, he knows every dirty tactic necessary. And believe me, if Sadie Blaze starts getting a little bit froggy here, Sean Vincent will respond in kind. So really in Vegas, this is what you call a pick'em. This would be a coin flip.
I would have to agree with that one at the risk of backing down on making a choice myself.
Well, Monterro just launched Vincent across the ring. He does have, as you can tell by looking at him, great upper body strength. Spends a tremendous amount of time in the gym, we would surmise. Of course, Sean Vincent in great shape as well. A little bit more aerodynamically built than Bryan Monterro. A little bit quicker, but again, Monterro just launches him across the ring.
That's one thing we can say. Vincent cannot try to match power with Bryan Monterro.
And we can only wish that the St. Louis Rams linebackers could move people out of the way like that.
Vincent's got to out-quick him, got to out-maneuver him. That's the best strategy he can use right now.
Collar number once again, monkey flip. Look at Vincent. He outsmarted him that time. He outmaneuvered him that time. Underneath the clothesline, crucifix, sunset flip. No! Monterro drops a knee.
He tried to outmaneuver him there, but Monterro just too powerful, managed to maintain his balance there.
Oh, Monterro saw that one coming. That's what leads me to believe he might have a little bit more experience than we're led to believe. A young wrestler normally would not have made that counter.
Vincent,
and Monterro caught him.
Vincent daring him to hit him again. Monterro only too happy to oblige, and now choking him on that middle rope.
Now look at this, Monterro just paintbrushing him. You gotta be kidding me.
That's the influence of Sadie Blaze right there.
Now come on, speak of the devil himself, Blaze, choking away.
That's slightly more direct influence of Sadie Blaze.
Count of two. You know, Sadie, every time I look at him, he starts to look a little bit more like the devil, now that you mention it. Monterro with a rear chinlock now on Slim Sexy Sean Vincent. Vincent, a man who's no stranger to big-time matches in the gold here in Gateway Championship Wrestling.
Comes down to that old adage, who's hungrier, the man who's had the gold before and wants it back, or the man who's never had it?
Vincent now creates some space. Side salto. Oh! Spinning backbreaker from Bryan Monterro.
And that was impressive power. He held him up there before dropping him across the knee.
And now Monterro going for a cover. Count of 1, 2, no.
And Monterro again kneeling across the throat of Sean Vincent, milking that 5 count like I'm sure Sadie Blaze has taught him to do.
Well, you know, we saw Jimmy Charisma do that earlier tonight. That must be a page right out of the Sadie Blaze playbook. He must teach these miscreants that type of move.
Now a full Nelson. Monterro certainly has the upper body strength to utilize this hold effectively.
When you think of the men who have used the full Nelson to its extent in professional wrestling, you think of powerhouse guys like superstar Billy Graham, Ken Patera, Billy Jack Haynes. If you have upper body strength, this is a great hold. But Vincent driving that elbow in to break it up. Reversal of the whip. Vincent over the top. But Monterro caught him. Caught him in the air and just drives him into that turnbuckle.
We're seeing some impressive counters out of Monterro here. As he said, perhaps he has more experience than we're led to believe.
Wow, come on! There's Sadie Blaze choking away. I am sick to death of this interference from Sadie Blaze. Something's got to be done about this jerk.
And now
he claims that nothing can be done. Oh, drop kick.
He got some air on that one.
He did. You know, Sadie Blaze claims that nothing can be done about him. He's above reproach here. He can't be fired. He can't be fined or suspended. I don't know what gives him that idea, but nonetheless, Vincent goes flying out of that corner courtesy of Bryan Monterro. Count of 2, the shoulder comes up.
You were scoring this one on points. I'd have to give it to Monterro so far. He's been able to cut off Vincent at every turn.
Monterro now overhooks the arm. Takes him high in the air.
Letting him think about it, letting the blood rush to the head.
Look at that. High in the air. Delaying with it. Standing vertical suplex from Bryan Monterro. Impressive.
He's certainly using what brought him to the dance, that upper body power.
Now, come on. There's an arrogant cover. You're not going to beat someone like Sean Vincent like that. More determined cover this time. Vincent still kicks it, too. Vincent has so much fight in him. He's not going to give it up. You're going to have to beat him half to death to pin him. And now back to the rear chinlock, courtesy of Bryan Monterro.
Monterro keeping him grounded. I said earlier that Vincent would have to try to outspeed him and outmaneuver him, but when Montero's leaning on him on the mat, he can't very well do that.
Vincent trying to get this throng of fans behind him here in South County. Vincent broken apart, but Monterro right back pressing the advantage. Irish whip. Vincent to the top, crossbody! He caught him, 1, 2, no!
Couldn't keep the weight on the shoulders. That may have cost him the win there.
Where's Vincent going now? Drops a fist on him.
Vincent's starting to pick up some momentum here. Let's see if he can capitalize on this and get the win.
Vincent picks him up. Deceptive power from Sean Vincent. Big body slam on the big man. Ah, come on! Sadie Blaze tripped him. About the 4th or 5th time in this match he's interfered, and Vincent's had enough. Take his head off, Sean. Drop him like a sack of potatoes. Now, oh, come on, Monterro sneaking around from the backside with a clothesline.
Blaze begged off just long enough for Monterro to get his wits about him and sneak up from behind. Smart game plan, not the most ethical, but smart.
Nothing about these watchmen is ethical, I can assure you of that. Monterro back in, and now come on, Sadie Blaze picking him up. That chomp on the floor. Shades of the great Makazi.
Who?
Makazi, the man that Sadie Blaze was when he wrestled, but he took that mask off, and has caused even more problems as a manager. Count of 2 from Monterro. And now Monterro brings him back up. Martial arts chop for Monterro. Remember, Sadie Blaze is quite a proponent and an exponent of the martial arts. He may have taught Monterro some martial arts maneuvers, but it's Vincent on the top of the head scissors. Look at that!
Don't think I've seen this out of him before. Impressive maneuver, leaning over the ropes with that head scissors.
A reverse tarantula from Sean Vincent. Now Blaze nailed him in full. Come on, ref, do your job and disqualify him.
I think
that was blatant.
I think the ref was checking on Monterro there. It may have been just out of his field of vision. I don't know how else to explain that. And now Sadie's tied up the referee. Vincent snaps the throat off the top rope.
Oh,
he could be going for that elbow.
What is this? Vincent to the top, second rope, moonsault. That could be all 1, 2. Oh!
How'd he kick out of that?
I have no idea. I thought he had him. Vincent saying it's over. And now Sean Vincent with a fireman's carry to the back. The back went out on him. It's taken so much punishment in this match.
All those power moves Monterro has used.
Monterro the boot. Fireman's carry. Vincent lands on his feet. Clothesline misses. Fireman's carry. Manitoba Death Driver.
That could be it, but so much has been taken out of Vincent, he can't capitalize on this right now.
He connected with it, but Vincent, you hit it right on the head, Patrick. He's taken so much punishment that he can't roll over and capitalize.
He just barely got him up in that maneuver. The fans encouraging Vincent to crawl over and make the cover. You see Monterro holding his head. That move took a lot out of him.
Well, Sean Vincent has pinpoint accuracy of that maneuver. And now, Vincent going outside. This could be that big elbow. If he hits this, it's over, but Montero's stirring. Monterro, belly-to-belly overhead suplex.
Vincent got thrown halfway across the ring there.
Monterro got him. What is this? What is he signaling for? Front face lock now. Fireman's carry. Hooks him up. What the? Modified brainbuster. Cover 1, 2. That is all. Here's your winner, Bryan Monterro. Well, Bryan Monterro puts away Sean Vincent. Is there any stopping this man?